Dylan Mulveney, the trans superstar who has taken being a woman by storm. She is probably the most famous woman in America right now, which is quite hilarious because she's only been a woman for just over a year. And she's not happy. She's cranky. She's filthy because no blokes out there are sliding into her DMs keen to get into it. To quote her when talking about herself, I'm like, that's somebody who should not be single. Now, we all know this, but there are a lot of reasons sometimes that love is hard to find. Maybe there's some things that you need to work on. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe you need to work on yourself. Maybe you're a girl with a penis. There are many, many different reasons that maybe Dylan hasn't found love yet, or maybe isn't getting the sexy DMs that she so desires. I'm tipping one of those reasons is more pronounced than the others, but let's keep going in the video to find out, because it's my duty to find out why this girl, Dylan Mulveney, isn't getting any cock. Move over, friendly Geordies. There's a brand new investigative journalist in town, Big Dick Butterfield. Don't know why I call myself Big Dick. It's not big. It's very, very average. Like this Average Man t-shirt. Look at this. Oh my God. Push, pull, sig, tins. Go and get it. AverageMan.com. Okay, so Dylan has spent a shit ton of money, like a lot of money, on facial surgery to make her more feminine looking. And it was all to do this big face reveal to her 10.5 million or 11 million. How many has she got? A lot of TikTok followers, right? She was doing this big face reveal of her new feminized face, and she did a big song and dance to show that she was now less masculine. Hooray! I'd like to point out that she was never very masculine at all. I mean, look at the photos of her when it was a he. I mean, look at the photos of her when she was a he. Jeez, it's like fucking mental gymnastics trying to say these fucking sentences. My point being, she didn't need that much work. It's been a big year for Dylan. Changed genders, become famous, made millions, facial surgery. What a year. I'm surprised she's even had time for cock. Who's got time for cock when you're that busy? And I would like to say that I think Dylan's probably a lovely person, but I am skeptical of some of the things that she has said about becoming a girl. For example, she wants to be pregnant.
Well, I would love to see you get a woman pregnant. And I said, oh, no. She would be getting me pregnant.
No. She really wants to be pregnant.
I know that I can have a family. I want to be a mom one day. And I absolutely can.
And she also proved that all us girls can have boys' names too.
I'm a girl named Ryan.
I'm a girl named Dylan.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're girls with boys' names. We're girls with boys' names.
And after she was spotted in public with tight leather pants on and you could see her female bulge, she started a movement about normalising female bulges.
Normalize the bulge.
She just wants to be accepted for how she looks and who she is. And that's why she spent 150k on a face fucking transformation. Okay, my favourite thing about this entire video is if you look at the hashtag, look at it, FFS, okay? I don't know what that means. I think it's feminine facial surgery, but in Australia that means for fuck's sake. Probably all over the world, actually. And that's the only way you can react to this entire situation. Dylan, for fuck's sake. But one thing I do like about Dylan is sometimes in these videos, she actually reverts back to her old man voice.
God, I love native deodorant. I just wish it smelled like candy.
Dylan, did you just say you wish for a candy-scented deodorant?
A talented ventriloquist if ever I've seen one.
Day 331 of being a girl, and it's been a hot second. We have a lot to catch up on. First of all, I am the bearded lady all over again because laser hair removal...
Hey! What's going on at the top of your scalp there, girl? You need some antibiotics for that shit. Also, there's nothing wrong with a woman with a big, thick, fucking beard.
Meet incredible 23-year-old woman, Hanam Kaur, who's been growing a beard since the age of 16. And she says she's never felt more feminine.
Ladies, be a man. Grow a beard. Grow a cock. Be bigger than me. Fuck my face. Ladies... What? Anyway, so we basically worked out that the reason that Dylan is single and not getting any dick, I assume she likes dick, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Dick, puss, everyone's got one, everyone's intergender, it's all G. I think the reason that she's not getting any is because, okay, she's busy, all right? Very busy, very famous. She's got a beard. That's gonna, that's going to be tough for some guys. She just had surgery. She's recovering. She has a penis. She's got a lot of things on. What else? Oh, she just dropped merch.
I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that I launched my merch collection yesterday and it was not size inclusive enough. And I am so sorry. I dropped the ball on this. I was working on my show and I missed it. And I want this page to feel inclusive of everyone.
Okay. That's great. Awesome. Dylan has merch. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Pretty standard. Fuck. But here's the thing. I wonder how much, and you're going to hate me for this, I'm sure. I wonder how much of Dylan's transition from day one to day post 1 year at this point. I wonder how much was controlled by Dylan and how much someone else has stepped in, a manager perhaps, and said, oh no, I'll take it from here. We're going to make you a star. We're going to make you famous. All right, just keep being you and then get surgery and then do this and then release merch and then become a fan favorite amongst the LGBTQIA plus community and then raid their bank accounts by selling fucking average merch. All right? The only average merch you should be buying is average man merch. Yes, push, pull, sink. Please buy one. Please. Even get this hat. Balding is beautiful. All right? It is. Don't you dare question balding men. Dylan is making bank. Designer clothes, staying in expensive hotels, all that shit, making cash. My question is, would Dylan have done all of this, everything she's done thus far, if she wasn't making a lot of money? I don't know. What do you think? Type it in the comments so it helps my algorithm. Yeah, do it. Type it. Type it. Anyway, sorry, that was weird. So she sells a lot of merch. Maybe she grosses $1 million and the management gets 200K, okay? So they're going to keep pushing her to do more and more and more and more. And then she probably burns out. Maybe she regrets a few things. Who knows? Dylan is in the same position as Nikocado Avocado, all right? She has to keep changing. She has to keep becoming more feminine. She's going to need to get more surgeries, much like Nikocado Avocado needs to eat more, be more disgusting, all that type of stuff to make money. Dylan has to do the same thing. And that's a tough place to be as someone who is suffering from gender dysphoria, I'm sure. But why hasn't Dylan found love?
Dylan does dating! Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and it seemed like the right time for an update. Well, there's not much new to report. I still haven't been...
I don't mean this to be mean, Dylan, but isn't it weird that in modern society, you just wake up one day and go, I'm a girl now? And everyone has to respect it, and everyone has to call you a she, otherwise they lose their job or they get banned on social media. It's just a weird thing that you can just make a decision. Like, you can't do that about anything else. It's like making your own nickname up. It's just no one respects it in real life, but apparently with this you have to. It's very strange.
I will say that FFS has completely changed things mentally for me because now I can walk into a party and feel confident enough to flirt with someone and not instantly shut myself down from the idea. And it's also nice knowing that they are meeting me post-surgery rather than having it during a relationship. But the one thing that I can assure you is that I'm going to be the best girlfriend ever. And that person is going to have a lot of fun. And I can't wait. Okay, I love ya.
Once again, I'm going to be an asshole here, but is it a bad precedent to set for young children? And most of the people who follow Dylan are young children, right? Suffering from gender dysphoria or whatever. Is it a bad lesson to teach them that for them to be happy, they should get surgery too? I don't know. I think if Dylan was promoting surgery for anything else, she'd probably get shouted down. But for this, it's all very happy and positive, right? Very, very strange. I guess we'll never know why Dylan hasn't found love. It's the penis. I don't understand why she hasn't. Penis. I don't get it, right? But I tell you what is quite strange, is that if you, in the modern era, decide that you probably wouldn't date a trans person because they have, the same genitals as you, or at least they were born with them, maybe they've been surgically removed. If you don't do that, if you say, no, that's not for me, I prefer someone who's biologically not the same sex as me. If you don't do that, you are labelled transphobic. Like, check out this from The Advocate. Is refusing to date trans people transphobic? The thin line between preference and prejudice. Is it a thin line? Dating and finding the right person to be with is hard, especially for transgender women. Very hard. Hard cock hard. It's even harder when you're transgender. A 2018 study showed that only 1.8% of straight women and 3.3% of straight men would date a transgender person. Just another great example of how progressive and beautiful men are. Good on us. Well done, everybody. Guys, people have preferences, all right? I don't like dicks. That's fine. If you like dicks, awesome, right? Suck them all. Suck them all for me. Some people like chicks with dicks. Some people like chicks without clits. Whatever. If you like that, fucking dig in. But having the opposite feelings is not transphobia. I mean, look at the word phobia. It means an irrational fear, doesn't it? That's not an irrational... Well, maybe it is. Maybe pulling up a girl's skirt and seeing a dick bigger than yours is actually a lot of men's worst nightmares. Maybe it is phobia. It's cock phobia. I hope that Dylan finds love. I really do. Good fucking on she, her, whatever, right? And I hope that there's all the people out there that are watching this that love chicks with dicks, girls with dicks. I already said that. Guys with no dicks, guys with 2 dicks, girls with fucking half a dick, and even dudes with big fat double pussies. I hope everyone finds love and everyone's happy, but just don't try and force it down someone else's throat. That's all we're asking, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye.